Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you're well. On the 9th of August, we're going to have a new game called Farthest Frontier. It's an RTS game. And from what I've seen, which isn't much, I'll be honest, it looks really good and really engaging and exciting. I don't have a price for it, but the devs describe, you can see, look at these animations, they look fantastic. Protect and guide your people as you forge a town from untamed wilderness at the edge of the known world. Harvest raw materials, hunt fish, and farm to survive. Use crafted items to trade, consume equipment, and fight with as you battle for your survival against the elements and outside threats. There's fire and all sorts of things in this. I just want to get into it as quickly as I can. This is an early access version of the game. It's not content complete. You may encounter bugs and possibly performance issues whilst playing. For assistance and to report issues, please visit our forum. So I'm very time limited today. I have family commitments, obviously, and that means we've got maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes to have a first look gameplay review at this. It says continue, but I've never played the game before, so continue doesn't actually do anything. Let's go new settlement. So a pioneer gives you extra starting resources, hunting and wildlife options, less hostile forces, and more healthcare adversity. Trailblazer is like a medium difficulty, and Vanquisher is like hardcore. Let's go just for a middle one. Toilbrook, I like that. El Dorado, East Marsh, let's take it. Pacifist mode? No. Map size. Ooh, excuse me, a little bit of a hay fevery sneeze there. Let's go with medium to start with. I don't want to push it too far. Let's go with what the devs think is a good starting platform.
Life can be harsh everywhere, but in the old world, there was no hope of it ever improving. When our crops failed, the ruling class would still collect the same share, leaving our children to starve. And if we had any coin to our name, the taxman would appear, demanding it for the crown. The nobles hid behind the safety of their walls and did nothing when raiders pillaged the outskirts of the city. And so, some of us decided that it was time to leave. That we'd rather take our chances in the wilderness, seeking the promise of a new land, than starve to death in our homeland. The journey wasn't easy. We lost many along the way. But this wild, unsettled land offers us the hope of a new start.
Oh dear. So as always, I thought I'd fix these stuttery problems on my PC, but no, I suspect that's my PC behaving like a biatch once again. I'll look into it, I'll get it fixed. I don't think that's the game, because we have this problem quite often, unfortunately. Anyway, we'll move on from that. As always, guys, this is unedited gameplay footage. I want you to see exactly what you get for your money. And I've got to say, I am really engaged in this already. Some really spectacular games have released in recent months and weeks. And they seem to be all the kind of games that I'm really into playing. So, very much excited about this one. Sean Bean. It wasn't really Sean Bean, but it didn't half sound like Sean Bean. Not happy with the current equilibrium, or the current balance of power and money and so on and so forth. And yeah, we're going to head out into the outskirts, the untapped landscape, and create our own village, our own town, our own rules, etc., etc. But the rich don't like it when you take control of your life, so I'm sure they'll come running after us pitchforks in hand. Well, they probably won't have pitchforks. We'll have the pitchforks. They'll have cannons and all that kind of stuff. So I don't imagine it's going to be easy, but it should be entertaining. And I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like up close. Very excited. Very excited. Come on. Slightly long loading time. There's no denying that. And it's early access, so this is not a full release yet. We've finished scouting the surrounding area. Survey the land your villagers have explored and choose a promising site to construct your town centre. It's important to choose a location that's near the resources you'll need to build a successful settlement. Things like clay, iron ore, and potential food sources. Okay, so we got loads of like information here. I don't know what these things are. Purple and green leaves. Maybe that's berries or something. So we possibly got some iron here. Ah, a water resource. Now that in itself is worth 1 million coins. Can I just build right on top? Because we got some plants there. Let's just build right on top and then... Are you sure you want to place your town centre at this location? Not really, but maybe yes. That could be the best thing or the worst thing I've done. Right, so we got our little people. Unhappy. Homeless. Okay, he's unhappy because he's homeless. Okay. Well, that's weird. A minute ago I could see the water. Now I don't even know which way it is. Well, I know we're not too far away from the water. It must be down here. What's this? Gold ore. Oh, that's a lucky little find. Sumac, whatever that is. Mushroom cluster, bird's nest, patch of herbs, blueberry bush. Okay, we're in a fairly decent starting position. Housing shortage, firewood is low. Right, hang on, let me just change the UI here. Interface. Scale. There you go. Because we're playing in 4K, I want you guys to at least be able to see something. Pauses space, toggle overlays is GIF. Toggle widgets are the F2 buttons. Okay. Housing shortage. There is not enough housing available for the number of villagers in your settlement. Build more shelters to prevent deaths from exposure to the elements. Firewood is low. If firewood runs out, production buildings that rely on it will cease to function and villagers may die of exposure during winter. Ensure your wood splitter has a worker assigned and is supplied with logs. Build additional wood splitters if more firewood production is needed. So, I'm pretty sure there's water down here. There's coal there as well. I think we've picked a really good location just by chance. Right, so let's harvest that resource. So we've got some food for everybody, and we'll harvest that resource. By the way, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm hoping there's some sort of tutorial here. But we're going to need trees. A spruce tree. Spruce tree. A birch tree. So that'll give us 4 wood. That'll only give us 2 wood. So let's try and get some birch trees cut down. A dead pine tree. I imagine a dead pine tree is going to be easier to harvest than a proper tree because there's no leaves to cut off. Why can't I click on that tree? Oh, there we go. Right, is that a dead tree as well? And that big old spruce tree is going to give us 4. Okay. Crack on, guys. Now, everyone seems to be going for the last thing I clicked rather than all of the things I clicked, although the birch tree's getting some action. But nobody's over here. And it says it's a target. Alright, we'll have to figure this out as we go. So we've got sand, we've got coal, we've got gold. I think we're in a good spot. That was a loud bit of thunder right there. Alright, so we're coming in, we're building the town centre. Trees being cut down. They're even taking the stump out of the ground, look. Oh, he's just put a coat on. It must be getting cold. Right. So absolutely no tutorial whatsoever. We'll just have to figure it out, I guess. So this looks like building, villager, professions, resources, building menu, housing. Requires a town centre. Okay. So we have to build the town centre first. We need 10 logs for that. Roger. So, we've got some smoked meat. And that's it, by the looks of things. That's not a lot. But we've nearly got a town centre, so that's something. It's wet and it's raining, and there's no firewood. Why is no one chopping the tree down? We're all just kind of standing around, not doing much. It's a little tricky sometimes to click on the tree you're aiming for. So what's this? 10. It says required resources 18 logs. Oh, there we go. That must be in total, right? Right, now we can build some houses. So I'm going to build a house out in each direction. Location desirability 8%. 0%. 7%. 8%. I don't want to lose those resources. All right, let's get these trees cut down. So what happens then when I put a house on a tree like that? Does the tree just disappear? Or what happens? And how many people can live in a house? So it costs 20 man hours and 10 wood. A quickly constructed home that provides basic shelter from the elements but will only protect against the coldest temperatures when supplied with firewood. Okay. So we need to get some firewood. So let's look at storage. A stockyard, a place for villagers to stockpile building materials such as logs, stone and planks. And a storage cart is another place to store goods. So I guess we're going to go for this. It's quite large. The only place it really fits is over here, so... Completely guessing here. I don't know what I'm doing, if I'm being honest. I swear sometimes when I tell them to take a tree down, they don't actually do it. Pretty nasty weather, I've got to say. I wonder if these fruits are seasonal. Right, we got our first house. And they have no firewood, so... If I click on it, we got some details. Basic needs, water, 4 of 8. Food, 0 of 24. Firewood, 0 of 4. Medicine, 0 of 2. Okay, so it looks like 4 people are staying in that particular house. Whether that's a limitation of the house or just the size of that particular family, I don't know. So it looks like we have a few resources in here. That's kind of cool. But it'd be good to get something put down solid where we can store wood and such. Okay, we have 2 houses but no firewood. So it mentioned something about graveyard. Oh, that's cool. Okay, food production. Basic well. A firewood splitter. There you go. That's one of the things it mentioned. There we go. That kind of fits there. That reduces desirability of the house, though. So let's whack it that side. And what else can we build here? A well. That seems like a good idea. So that boosts desirability. Okay. So we need 5 stone. So we'll try and harvest some stone as well. It even tells you how much stone that yields. It's jolly good. So are there some informational things up here? Still a housing shortage, really? Right, hang on. We have 0 logs, 0 firewood, 0 planks, and a little bit of stone. So I need to chop down a lot more trees. That only yields 2. That only yields 1. That's no good. That's a 2-er. That's a 2-er. That's a 4. That's a 4. Oh, that's a 6. Nice. Okay, so the trees don't depending on their size, yield different amounts of wood. That's really good. I haven't seen that much before. I like the attention to detail very much. Right, okay, so I know we've only got 20 minutes in, but I already need to go. So I'm just going to pause, and I'll come back to this as soon as I can. Sorry for the pause. Did you miss me? Of course you did. Let's carry on. Alright, so looks like we need 5 bits of wood for this. 10 bits of wood here. I'm still short on houses. It doesn't really tell me... We've got 12 people and 8 houses to live in. So when these 2 are finished, we should be 1 house ahead of ourselves, which is good. So interestingly, they haven't harvested these berries, which I find quite interesting. Quite interesting. Villager stricken with dehydration. Well, that's not good. What can I do about that? Can I prioritize this? Prioritized. Let's get the water sorted out. I've prioritized this. Why are you building a house? Okay, well, we got rid of one problem. We've now got enough houses for everybody, so that's something at least. Let's get this tree down. That should be enough to get the well up. And then we've just got to sort out some firewood. Oh, crap. More people wish to join your settlement. More people await word to join your settlement. Amass a 4-month supply of food and 6 houses. 4-month supply of food and 6 houses. That seems an awful lot. Firewood is low. Yes, I'm aware of this. Come on, people, let's get these trees down. Yes, we have a well. Right, now that should theoretically solve the problem, right? This is the guy that has no water. It says his health is 100%. Dehydration is easily managed by a ready supply of drinking water, but can be fatal if prolonged. Build shelters near fresh water or wells. Okay, so he's good. So I wonder how many wells I'm actually going to need. Might be more than I realise. A villager cured. Okay, good stuff. So let's try and get rid of all the dead trees, I guess, to start with. Just to get all these buildings sorted out. Where is that wood choppery thing? There it is. Let's prioritise that. And then someone can get their chopper out and give us loads of hardwood. That's what we need. That's what everyone needs, whether they admit it or not. That's what people need. Right, so these have all gone grey. I don't know what that means. So there's nothing there, that's what it means. So they've got all the fruit from it. Now, why have we got logs here that no one's picked up? It's a little odd. Firewood is low. We know this. It's not cold yet, though. What's this? Stone. Not quite sure why I have an alert over the stone. Let's also build the basic well this side, and then everyone's got access to water. They don't have to walk far. So we're having to walk quite far to get to these dead trees, but in my head it kind of makes sense because it gives the other trees a bit of a chance to grow. Fruit down here as well, let's grab that. I wonder if you can sort of drag and... no, so I have to do it individually. Okay. Fine, fine, fine. No problems. Right, we should have lots of wood now, right? Right, this storage is empty. Items produced in the last year, 0. How do I do this? So she's stocking firewood splitters. That slot is disabled. He's idling and unable to work. Why is that? Is it because she hasn't brought enough wood in yet? So 1 log will create 15 firewood. Okay. New villager immigrated. Okay, that's good. That is very good. So is that just a bucket full of water? Looks like it. Right, so you can see them chopping the firewood. The camera positioning is a little bit janky. I think it needs to be smoothed out a bit. Because sometimes it's really difficult to get the camera on the character that you're trying to get them onto. But that's some pretty good animation right there. Predator sighted. Oh dear. Oh. A wolf. A dire wolf. Dire wolves are aggressive animals that pose a moderate danger to villagers and livestock. Provides meat, hides and tallow if butchered by a hunter. We don't have a hunter, so... okay, so we're having a bit of a fight. This guy's well injured. This guy's almost dead. This guy is dead. So that's not good. A villager has been stricken with rabies, and a villager has been killed by predators. Okay, this game doesn't hold your hand much, does it? So now we've got rabies in the camp. Oh, okay, so only if killed by a butcher, a hunter, can we get this stuff. Can I bury the villager? What does he do? Just decompose where he dies? What happens there? It's not the best start, is it? Definitely have a few problems. Right. So we've actually got 4 logs. Start clearing some trees. Start getting some trees down. What else we got here? Firewood splitter. Store pit. That produces lumber, I guess. Food production. Hunter's cabin. Forager shack. Fishing shack. Fishing shack sounds like a good idea. We'll whack a hunter's thingy. Down at the bottom of the hill. Okay, I don't know why there's an arrow. And I don't know how to turn it round. So we'll just have to figure that out later. But we've got a hunter's shack anyway, so hopefully we can get a bit of food in. What else can we build? A forager shack. Okay, let's see how well placed we can get this. There's not much for him to forage there, to be fair, but there's a bit. Aha! That's what we're really after. Fishing shack. What are these blue things? Oh, I see. That's where he fishes from. Bring out your dead. Dead villagers left out to rot will attract vermin and disease. Designate an area to be used as graveyards to bury the dead and keep villagers happy and healthy. Okay. Let's whack. Obstructed by water, unpassable terrain. Oh, I got it, I got it, I got it. A little bit quirky, but we got there in the end. So, I need to build a graveyard. And I guess as far away from everybody is a good idea. Right, so now we've got 6 logs. Few bits and bobs, but still the firewood is low. Of course, the guy who died... Oh, the guy who died was the log splitter. Of course. Because that makes life that much more difficult. I thought they were going to pick up the dead guy, go bury him or something. They just walked straight past him. No problem at all. There's a lot of sand here. I don't know what I could use sand for. Harvest resources. Manage walls, flatten terrain, dirt roads, allow your villagers to travel faster, costs are per 100 meter of road length. So if I run a path down to the fisherman's shack, And that'll help everybody get down there quicker. Impending blizzard. Gosh. Well, we're going to need... we're going to need some flipping firewood, guys. It looks like we've actually got some. 21 pieces of firewood. So that should keep us going anyway through the blizzard. Bit of luck. Okay, lots of resources to get hold of. It's going to take some time. What's this? Willow bush. Nice. And coal. Coal is going to be so helpful for us. What's this? Oh, this is a forager shack. So it looks like he's got a few bits there. We've got 22 logs. That's really good. Why do we have no stone? Maybe we've used all the stone that we collected, who knows? So it looks like these are the seasons up here. Deadly cold temperature. Wow, yes, it has suddenly gone very cold, isn't it? I think a couple of extra people have joined us as well. So we've got just enough houses for this. Look how it's turning snowy. That's cool. That's a nice transition there. So I imagine foraging in this kind of weather is not going to be an option. Defences, a lookout tower. A monthly cost of 8 gold. Wow, okay. A saw pit. I have no idea what the arrows mean. Pretty sure everyone's gone inside. I've got an alert here, but I don't know what it means. Wow, look at that. Strange how this bit here's got no snow on it. But it looks fantastic anyway. Food stocks are low. Yes, they are. Well, we got a hunter now. So hopefully... Right, I'm not entirely sure if that got built or not. Or maybe they're doing it there. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, we'll just have to be patient. Speed up time a little bit. And whilst it's snowy like this, there's not much going on. What's this mean? Food stocks are low. Your villagers will soon face starvation unless food supplies are increased. Forager or build additional hunter and fisher cabins to quickly boost supply. Build more farms to increase your yearly food supplies. Yep. Yep. So we've got 14 logs. These guys are going flat out. 9 waste, 4 water, 7 firewood, and 6 smoked meat. Aha! We have a fisherman. That's going to help. Items produced in the last year. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Wow, this is not going well. I probably should have put that down here. Probably made a mistake. Ah, okay. So he's actually made 2 tallows, 1 pelt, and 50 meat. So I don't see how we're low on food. Is that food? No, that's clay. Brick. Food, 3. How is food 3 when there's 50 food there? I'm sorry, but I don't get it. Don't see how we're short of food. Harvesting resources. Resources like logs or stone must be marked for harvest before labourers will collect them. The harvest menu can be enabled by toggling the harvest button on the bottom right toolbar or by pressing the H key. Alright, so I'm not fully understanding that, if I'm being honest. What's this? Food lost to spoilage, 34 meat. Why? Why is meat being spoilt? Why are people without food? Is this circle of influence where he can supply food to? I don't understand that. That is confusing. Ah, so you can target that radius. So it's just going to hunt. It's going to hunt these cows and a couple of people. I don't get how they think we have no food when there's 180 meat here. Something's not going right. There must be like a food storage or something. A storehouse. Stores all items. Right, okay. Come on now. Play the game. How do I rotate? Not with that. Oh, this one could be buried in the ground. So I can put it right next to the meat, to the hunter. It's going to go hunting there. This guy is going to go hunting over here. And this guy obviously is going to go hunting in the water, right? It's the only thing that makes sense. So he's produced 36 fish as well. Okay, well, we seem to be absolutely flying through this. Need a bit more stone, huh? That's not going to be quite enough. When that stone is gone, I could put another house up as well. In fact, let's put that on the menu. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. Ah, I can go there though. That will do. It's a good enough spot. So I just saw them picking up a bit of stone from there, taking over here. So we only need 15 stone, so it shouldn't take too long. We got 225 firewood. Is there any way to put a limit on it? Oh, okay, so you can turn building production on or off. Okay. Right, so this forager should be grabbing all this food. Looks like it's just grabbed the herbs. Cool, that seems to be working. What's going on here? Hunters haven't found any game for a while. Consider moving their hunting location. Okay. Send you over this way. Maybe that will open up the fog of war a bit as well. Fingers crossed, all going well. Oh, hello, what's this? Deer sighted. Right, boom. Boom, swish, boom. Come on, we need to get this set up. That's why we have no food, because we have, although we've got food, it doesn't seem to count unless it's in here, which is a bit silly. But that's the way it is, so let's try and get it fixed. Come on, we need that stone. Decrease, increase assigned workers, yeah. Okay, massively increase. Come on, guys, let's get it done. So here's our hunter guy. Wow, can't click on him. Lol Red is a forager. Oh, okay, so he's the forager. Where's the hunter guy? There he is. Looks like he's doing a good job. So he's over here chopping up wood. Oh, that's a saw pit. Where's this guy? Shelter stocking. Come on, we've almost got this. Ay, caramba. There's got to be a faster way of doing this. Do you know what? I'm going to build... I don't know what I'm going to build. I was going to build a cart. Serves as a place to store goods produced by the settlement. I'm just thinking it'll be easier to get all the fish up in one go rather than a couple of handfuls of fish at a time. That's my thinking anyway. Also, harvesting and hunting further away from the base is a good idea. Here's the hunter. So I'm not sure if he caught anything or not then. Yep, looks like he has a carcass. Good, good, good. One piece of wood and we're done. How are we doing for logs? Got none. Ah, yes, harvest this lot. Get on and do it. Let's see how the harvest button works now. This is crazy. Come on, we need some trees. So we've got quite a bit of stone, quite a lot of firewood. Where did all of that bloody firewood go? 2 new villagers have immigrated. Okay, well, we've nearly got this house built. So we should be okay. Come on. Hazelnut bush. Nice. Okay, so he doesn't have access to water. So I'm just going to drop that there with the idea of expanding upon that later. Are these just... Look, they've got 270 firewood there. We'll just turn them off for a little bit. We seem to have way too much. Right, finally. So this is a root cellar, a partially underground structure used to store food at a reliable temperature, reducing the rate of spoilage. Good. But how do I actually get the food and stuff in there? Oh look, we've actually got a wagon. It's got 12 fish in it, that's very good. Alright, another pause coming up, guys. I'll be back in a bit. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Shady's back. Shady's back. Shady's back. Anyway. Okay, I feel like... Can this be upgraded, perhaps? So we need 40 wood planks and 25 stone. Okay, so let's prioritize that. And we'll try and figure out what the hell's going on. Months of food lost to spoilage over the next 12 months. 7. 3. Months of food in public storage. 4. Months of food lost to spoilage over the next 12 months. 4. Confused. So there's 200 meat and 88 meat in there, but according to this, we don't have much meat. We've got protein, we've got fish. Oh, we don't have any smoked meat. That's interesting. I wonder if I can make a smoker. A Fletcher building, a workshop where Fletchers use logs to craft bowls and arrows for use in hunting or defense of the village. Compost yard. At the compost yard, 𝗦𝘂𝐬𝐿 collect human and animal waste which is converted into usable compost. Compost can be added to crop fields to increase fertility. So maybe a new villager has been born. Okay, we're going to try and grow something. Can I do it on the side of a field, on the side of the hill? That went green there for a second, do you see it? So that's okay. We'll give that a go. But what I need to do... A smokehouse, there we go. So we'll stick the smokehouse there, near the farm. And I think we're going to go for a second fishing shack once I figure out. There we go. Right, lots of good stuff going on. Made a little bit of a clearing here. I think we are going to have to start thinking about getting some sort of defences in place. What's this? Clay deposit. That could be important. So he's found 30 mushrooms, 16 herbs, and 100 berries. So why doesn't this guy have firewood? So it's taken him too long to travel from point A to point B, I guess. Let's harvest over this side for a bit. Yeah, doing a good job here. Food stocks are low. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. "15 villagers are very happy." Now they're not so happy. Food, 29%. How are we... I don't understand how we're low on food. Let's try and get some more fish. So I can hit that to garrison villagers. Current tier is tier 1. Your villagers are concerned about their food supply. I don't understand why we have a food supply problem. So we have 1 farmer, 1 fisherman, 1 forager, 1 hunter. That's a pretty decent start, isn't it? So food is the problem here. Food spoilage. This is after I built a root cellar. Reduce rate of food spoiling. There's no food in there. So confused. In my head, we should be rolling in food. But the hunter is hunting in a deer area. Oh god, villager attacked by predator. Where? Okay, looks like he killed him. Predator sighted, food stocks are low. So he looks to be in good health. And he's carrying back some meat to the hunter cabin. But I completely don't get it. And how has he got no water when the water well is right there? Some stuff is not tallying up in my head here, and it's a bit frustrating. We've only got 2 logs left. Running out of firewood. Let's get those guys back on there, I guess. Right, guys, I want you to... See, they're still foraging here. We had to forage all this lot as well. Hey. Okay, so we now have 2 fisherman types. What the hell is that? There were bolts of lightning coming down there for a minute. Fishing area 11 plus 30. Fish count 607. Okay. Fishing productivity 130%, 110%. So we're doing really well. We are getting lots and lots of fish. So that is not a problem. How do I build a path? Two new villages, that's always good. Right, let's try and put some paths this end. Just help people get about a little bit quicker. So it seems like he's got quite a few wood planks there. Have I maybe got the storage wrong? A root cellar, a storehouse, a large storage structure used to store all items. So that just stores food. So maybe that's where I've gone wrong. Let's do that. Get 5 peeps on it. Let's try and get this guy foraging a little bit closer to home. Boost that food intake. Quite a lot of storage in there, to be honest. Can I not move it? Oh, I can move it. So if I move that into the middle of the 2, yeah, it should be filling up with fish well quickly. I don't know if I have to take that up to the town or whether someone comes to get it, but we'll just fumble our way through for now, I guess. How do we not have any logs? I mean, I know these guys are going full whack, and so are these guys, but Surely they're not processing stuff that quickly. Surely not. There's loads of food there. What they're bothered about is the amount of spoilage, right? So I can't yet mine gold ore, and I'm not sure why I put the farm on top of the gold. That's pretty stupid, right? Pretty stupid. So we may have to move that farm over here. This looks like better farming area to me anyway. Right, so what's in here then? So it's exactly the same storage that's in here, pretty much. A few extra bits. New villager born, 2 new villagers immigrated. Okay, we're growing. We are growing. Your villagers are unhappy because they lack sufficient soap. Try building a soap shop to help. Soap shop? Market, a building where household goods are stocked by a grocer and distributed to houses, saving time for working villagers. Markets also generate tax revenue and increase the desirability of surrounding houses. Starting to regret having built up here now. So none of those houses are going to be in the catchment. So, can I flatten a bit of terrain just here? Okay, so we could build some fence and protect against baddie guys, predators rather. Compost yard, a basket shop, Fletcher building, cobbler shop, tannery, saw pit, firewood, basic well. Okay, cobbler shop and a tannery going in. Compost yard is undesirable. We'll put it down here by the fishermen, they won't mind. And if they do, it's tough. Basket shop. Seems desirable. A Fletcher building. A workshop where fletchers use logs to craft bows and arrows for use in hunting or protection of the village. Okay. Okay, so I've got rid of the farm because we want to use that gold for something else. But I will build a farm. I guess we don't really need it in the winter. But I will need to start thinking about setting up farms and such. So that'd be a good spot, I think. I have to start thinking about... Oh, no. Building a few more houses as well. I don't want to lose those food resources. Okay, there's a couple of extra houses. We don't have much in the way of logs, but we have a few bits. Okay, we'll earmark some of those trees for cutting down as well. And then we may have to think about moving the wood production. But I think we're doing alright. Quite a bit of most things. What's going on here? Waste. They got a lot of waste. So this thing down here, I'm going to prioritize that and put more workers on it. Because waste is going to bring disease and unhappiness and all sorts of nasty stuff that we don't want to have coming our way. That's year number 4, believe it or not. So we've nearly got 40 wood planks and we've definitely got 25 stone. We can almost upgrade. And I imagine that'll unlock tier 2 type buildings or something like that. Okay. And we should be just in time to get some food on the go. Oh, set an exploration point. Let's just explore all of our surroundings. I don't know who's... Your settlement requires additional housing to support larger population. Yes, we know this. We're working on it. It's quite keen that I build a market, isn't it? I thought I just did build a market. That's the cobbler shop. That's the basket shop. Oh, that's the smokehouse. That should definitely help. I thought I built a market. Is that the market? No, that's the tannery. Do you know, I thought I had built a market. Oh no, I flattened some land, didn't I? Or attempted to. Okay. What does a market look like? It's always bloody raining. Rain, 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 constantly. Right, so there's no gold here. So if I flatten that terrain... I can't imagine that's going to work, but... let's give it a try anyway. Right, this forager... Nope, he's still on his job, that's good. We have enough housing for the number of people we have, but only just. So, we're also going to need to try and squeeze in some more houses. Right by the cemetery. Lovely. Still, 5 houses there would be nice. Get a basic well in there. We'll be laughing. Yeah, they're complaining about unsanitary conditions. We don't have enough logs, that's the problem. Still people cutting down logs, right? There's a lot of people here not doing an awful lot at all, to be fair. Right, let's take them off that a minute. 270 firewood's enough to keep us going for a little while. Wood planks. We've got over 40 wood planks. So I don't understand. Try stocking fruits, nuts and vegetables. I've got a forager. Somewhere. Look. Fruit, herbs, loads of fruit. Why is nobody getting this fruit? Ah, now people are getting sick. Dysentery. A building is on fire. Okay. The shelter is on fire and must be handled quickly. Fires can be extinguished by villagers if there is a water source nearby. Well, there is. There is. Applied. Okay, there's no transition then. It's just epic fire out. Fair enough. Maybe in time that'll be a transitional type thing. Let's reduce the number of workers on that to 2, because that really isn't my priority right now. This is. Should I maybe put some water down here, do you think? Just to keep them happy. I do very much feel like the tutorial has not taught me enough to actually be able to do much of what I need to do. We seem to have all these fish resources and all this meat resources, but then up here nobody's got any food or anything. Villager cured. Oh, that's a bit of a surprise. Why is this not getting done? Let's try and get some, because it looks like they've stopped chopping wood down in favour of doing all these other jobs. Maybe if I come in here and look at professions, I can get a couple more. Ah, we have no labourers. Now we have one labourer. How do I get more labourers? I guess I have to come into places like this and say, stop working on that and come and chop some bloody trees down until we have more people. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I figured it out now. Tannery, right. So, I mean, excellent. We'll get people on those jobs later on, but if we have no logs, we have nothing. So, we need to get some logs built. It's that bloody wolf again, look. This villager is wounded and will die if not taken to a healer. Oh, crappy crap. I don't think I can build a healer. No, not until tier 2. And soon as we've got 3 villagers attacked by predators. Oh my god. That's the same guy, okay. And now we have a blizzard coming in. That's wonderful. Wounded in combat. When engaging in combat, villagers can sometimes be mortally wounded. If left without treatment, they will succumb to their injuries. In order to heal a villager wounded in combat, you need a healer's house with an employed healer. If a healer is available, other villagers will automatically take any wounded villagers back to the healer's house for emergency treatment. Okay, well that's good to know. New villager born. Villager died from their wounds. There's nothing I can do about that. We have no logs. Among a million other problems. Come on, this is prioritised. Let's get it done. Just watching this lady here, I'm not quite sure what she's up to. Seeking shelter right now. Ah, righty. Nearly another year passed. So it did say stockpile 6 months worth of food. And we seem to be doing a better job of that now. 13 months of food items and 2 that will perish. Right, so that's 6 months of food then. So maybe we'll get an influx of people soon. We really don't have any logs. That's a big, big problem right now. It still isn't built. I can only assume that they can't chop trees down when it's snowing. Oh, we've done a bit of exploration. Willow bush, patch of herbs, blueberry. What's this? Boar sighted. Right, let's get some boar. It's a long way for him to go. I think people would appreciate a boar burger. Okay, let's see if we can put... I gotta say, I quite like the path building. It seems really quite good. Help people get to and fro a bit more easily. New villager born. We're in year 5. Getting quite a few paths going on the go now. Probably costing me an absolute fortune, I don't know. That should help people get about quite a bit quicker, yeah? That's my thinking, my logic. This is nearly done. We've nearly got a farm. I did not realise it was going to take that long. Okay, right. We've now finally got 𝐶𝐊, who is going to collect compost for us. And that's going to work well with the farm. Once we have a farm. Right, how are we getting on? Still don't have 40 wood planks. 5 of 8 shelters built. Crops ready for assignment. Click to add crops. Let's grow fruit and vegetables. Let's go carrots. Yeah, nice. That could really help things improve, couldn't it? Could really turn around the health of everybody and make some good things happen. Still no logs. God damn it. Right, so we've got 5 labourers. 4 labourers, 2 builders. That seems quite normal. Okay, we just literally don't have enough people right now to do what we're trying to do. It's going to take some time and effort. When we get some carrots in, that could change everything. Three logs. Get in there. 4 wood planks. Where the hell are these wood planks going? Ah. Right, we'll get 2 of them on the saw pit. That might boost productivity. According to this, we don't have any stone either. Incoming travellers wish to immigrate. Accept them. 6 people have arrived at your village. Yes, we can take 8 people in. But we will, of course, have to build more houses. Now, did I flatten some land somewhere? I think I attempted to. I'm not sure it quite happened. Okay, decent amount of extra stuffy stuff. Put another well in over here. That should work out quite well. So I can hear the lovely choppy wood sound. And I see lots of trees going down. A bustling market would help generate gold and attract new settlers to our growing town. Market stock houses and generate gold based on the number of houses in their work area. Yeah. I have been trying to get... Oh, did it... See that? I wonder if that's flattened a little bit there, look. Maybe if I just say, just flatten that bit and that bit, maybe that'll bring it down flat enough. We'll figure it out eventually through trial and error. Well, considering the tutorial is almost completely non-existent, I think we've done all right. So there must be some level of intuitivity in the game. We haven't lost too many people, and some of the resources appear to be accumulating quite nicely. So now we have 31 logs. How much firewood? 64. So, I've got 40 wood planks and 25 stone, is that right? No. But I definitely have enough stone. And I do have enough wood planks. So why... The town centre does not currently meet requirements to upgrade. Oh, I see. I need to build a mark. These are the things up here as well. 2 new villagers born. 4 more villagers have arrived. Right, we desperately need more houses. We've got some houses on the build. One of them annoyingly is on a sand pit. One annoyingly is on a gold ore resource. Let's cancel that one, because I need that gold, I think. Once we've got the gold out of the ground, maybe I can build a house there then. I prioritize these 2 things. So how many workers do we have now? $16 labourers. Let's drop that down to 10 labourers and 6 builders. I think that gives us a good ratio then. So is that done? So nearly, it so nearly fits. Predator sighted where? Son of a bitch. Oh, we've got a lot of people now. Look at that, they just turned up and ripped him a new one. Okay, so we got to attack 2 villagers. I don't think they're going to die. Trying to figure out how this flattened land thing works. What I need is a chunk of ground taken out there so it's flat this way. I can work around that then. Oh, that's flatterer. Oh, you're being incredibly picky now, game. Is it just that bit? Trial and error. Trial and error. How's the poop farm coming on? 9% collection. Well, that's good. Oh, what the hell was that? Good. Their waste appears to be under control again. Five new images. 5 new villagers immigrated and 2 newborn. Oh man alive, I'm determined to get this thing here. Building is on fire. Where? There's water right near it, so we're good. Would be the smoker's house, of course. This well has run dry. Build more wells or upgrade them to increase water capacity and fill rate. Tree cover near wells can help improve groundwater levels. Oh, I can relocate it. Oh, that's handy. Right, that looks quite flat now. Don't tell me it doesn't fit this time. Yes, we got it eventually. Good lord. That took some doing. Well, the first thing I've learned... Yeah, the first thing I've learnt is that you shouldn't really build your village on top of a hill, because it has lots of negative consequences. Definitely need to build more houses, don't we? Let's make this a priority. Get as many people on it as we can. $61 logs. That's much better, but we're running low on firewood, so let's get these guys back on the go. Baskets increase the efficiency of your villagers by allowing them to carry more. Let's try and get some of these shops open, because they must be beneficial to us, I would say. Frost tolerance is excellent. Okay, well that's good. Estimated yield, so we're getting about half the yield. So we've got fertility, expand, clear. Okay, year number 6. 3 new villagers immigrated. We're going to have to build more houses. And we've got a market at last. That's good news. Can we upgrade? Yes, we can. Wonderful. Oh, Fletcher building. I forgot about him. So he's going to be building arrows and all that kind of good stuff. Fantastic. This should be good. It's about time we upgraded. Very nice it is too. So, with that upgrade, does that mean we can now upgrade these? We can if we've got wood planks. Nothing to upgrade there. Increase water capacity, increase desirability, or increase durability. Oh, I know what we need. An apiary. Keeps beehives which villagers can harvest for honey. Now, there's no negative consequences, it seems. I could put that anywhere. So let's put it over here. And get lots of houses in that loop. Actually, I think I can get more houses there. So these houses are going to have bees around them all the time. They don't seem to mind, so let's get on to do it. Charcoal kiln, armory, apiary, potter building, weaver building, candle shop. Ah, we can do that now because we have... We can make a candle shop now because we have beeswax coming in. Very cool. Ah, the soap shop. Now, nobody wants to be near the soap shop. Everybody wants a soap shop, but nobody wants to be near it. Interesting. No doubt something to do with the highly explosive elements. Clay pit, iron mine, requirements. Found in a wagon shop. So I need to make a wagon shop. New villager has immigrated. That's always lovely. Right, a wagon shop is on the go. And then hopefully we can start getting some gold in. So at the moment we have very, very little gold. Six months food. It's not lots, is it? Okay. Seems like we're doing quite well over there. Not yet ready for harvesting, but that's okay. Let's try and make this priority. Making some progress at last. Sometimes when you click on it, it doesn't... See how... Oh, that's a bit weird. Maybe that's a little bug. Okay. So we got 17 labourers. Let's change that. Let's have 10 builders. And I don't know what that leaves us in terms of labours. Probably 10 apiece, something like that. Try and get as many of these jobs done as possible. Where's that harvester dude? Forager dude, rather. That's where we need him, over here. He's got a long way to walk, though, isn't he? Uh-oh, villager stricken with cholera. 𝗦𝘂𝗯𝗀 has been stricken with cholera. Cholera is an infection spread through contaminated water that causes violent vomiting and diarrhea. Recovery chances are good if the afflicted are provided with clean water. Ensure villagers have access to wells and waste is removed from houses. Oh, there's no well there anymore, of course. Amenities and services, no. Resources. There we go. Let's prioritise that. Get 4 builders on it. Villager cured. Oh, that's good. That was easy. Before I'd even done anything, he was better. He was betterer. So, good bit of expansion there. We get to see a good bit more land. Got some clay deposits here. What do I need for a clay pit? A wagon shop. Okay, so the wagon shop is priority. Let's boost production here because this seems to be quite an important item. So it doesn't look like we're chopping many trees down at the moment. Let's go and take that section out here and we can start producing more space for farms and food and stuff. Have some geese, look. It's pretty cool. So we're doing good for logs. Okay, wood planks. We haven't got many, but we will have soon enough. What's going on here? Oh, okay, because other wells are nearby. Oh no, it's run dry. Okay. Can I relocate? It's quite annoying. I'm not liking wells much. They're a big fat pain in the ass. So that should really boost the amount of foraging we're achieving. And if I put a road going down here, it should reduce the amount of walking time required. Maybe if I put a little road going this way, speeds up everything. Right, we have a wagon shop. So now... No. No, 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 no. Gold mine. There's a gold mine over there as well. Nice little find. Let's get a clay pit, rather. Nice. That should bring in a lot of good stuff. How about a coal mine? That could really open things up, couldn't it? Let's see what else we've got. Food stocks are low. A work camp. Work camps are used to continuously harvest wood and stone. Labourers assigned to the camp will deposit materials at the work camp where a wagon can collect it and haul it to town much more efficiently. Temporary shelters built near remote work sites can further increase efficiency. Okay. So... yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing there. So it's like a remote workplace. Is that it? I'm not really sure. I think the fishing shack has to be the most sensible expansion option that we've got. Let's go for one of those workhouses. Oh, hang on. An arborist. An arborist will work at this building and maintain and harvest fruit trees nearby. Are there any fruit trees nearby, though? I'll try and get a hunter's cabin on the go. Definitely short of food. A granary. An above-ground structure for the storage of wheat and other grains. The granary also makes it difficult for rats and other pests to steal food. Well, that makes sense. Put a granary up there in preparation. A vault. A secure repository for the town's gold. That seems like a bloody good idea. Put some more houses down here as well. Oh, loads of stuff. A healer's house. That costs 30 gold a month, though. Yeah, we need more food. I need to do something with food. Okay, so this could be stocked with food, allowing our workers to work longer hours. So, where is that? Workhouse. Workshop. Work camp. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with that. Yearly taxes collected. 70 gold ingots were collected over the last year. Increase the number of tax generating buildings to generate more yearly taxes. Wow. Typhoid now. Sigland has been stricken with typhoid, an infection that arises from uncleanliness and can then be spread among villagers. Typhoid causes vomiting, rash, fever, and can sometimes be fatal. Ensuring waste is collected from houses, blah 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 blah. Maybe he just needs a well. In fact, speaking of wells, I should probably put some wells over here. Greens. Yeah, greens look good. Let's get foraging down this end. See what we can do with that. It's starting to look like a bit of a little village, isn't it? I mean, it's starting to work, starting to happen. Food stocks are low, except for the food problem, which I haven't yet managed to figure out. This field has empty crop seasons. Oh. I'm not entirely sure how that's working, if I'm being honest. Food production, yep. Let's go a little bit bigger this time and see if that resolves the food issue. What do we need to upgrade? Homesteads. How do I build a homestead? We don't have any homesteads. A healer's house, a trading post, a school, a pub. I bet a pub goes down well. There you go, a lovely pub. Building attacked, 5 raiders sighted. Oh, well done, fella. Anyone with a knife handy, available? Oh, you SOB. What was that you just destroyed? Was that our storage barn thing? Oh, crap. Right, we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to get some soldiers and stuff sorted out. I need some iron. Do we have any iron? Clay, iron. Oh, there we go. Iron. That's an iron mine there. Result. That's bloody good, isn't it? Touch of luck, perhaps. I really like how the paths work. Right, oh god. Somehow we need to kill this guy, and I don't know how we're going to do it. Because nobody's got a weapon. They're going to destroy our entire village. Because we have no one with weapons. This is really bad. I don't know what that says. Villagers are something... maybe a healer? But attack this SOB. They're all just running away, all of them. Well, that's kind of fixed the housing problem. Well, it hasn't actually, because they destroyed it. Villagers stricken with festering wounds. Great. There's absolutely nothing I can do to stop this guy. I kind of like the brutality of it. Because the Vikings wouldn't just attack a couple of buildings and then leave. You know, they just keep destroying everything. Oh, you got... Why do that? The water's not ready. Yeah. Got some serious problems here, guys. This is kind of the end of the village. Because we've been attacked by 5 guys. So I could call all the villagers in, but then they just have free roam to go around destroying all the buildings. There's only 2 of them left, but we've got no one with any weapons to attack them. We haven't got enough people now. Ah, hang on. Bug. I have to take him off and then put him back in. Oh. Okay. So we got 20 arrows and 2 bows. Maybe the hunter attacked them. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get someone to attack them. They're just going to destroy everything, aren't they? People are just dropping whatever they're carrying and running away. Come on, boys, just bugger off. Just being gits. We killed 3 of them. I don't know how. It was going so well. Stop attacking all my people! You've destroyed loads of buildings. Just bugger off now. Food stocks are low. Oh, we got so many problems. I don't know where to begin anymore. That's not a good fishing spot at all, is it? That's okay. It's not exactly in the right position. We just need 10 gold. Do we have any gold? So many problems. I feel a little bit trapped right now. Yeah, we have no gold. So we can't even build this tower even though it's sat there ready to go. So I'm just going to get the other tower up and running as quickly as I can, on the off chance that a bit of gold lands in our pockets somehow. Maybe prioritizing these gold mines would help. Do we have any wood? We have no wood planks. Why is that? We had more wood planks when we only had 2 people working. I don't understand that at all. So that everyone's starving. Brilliant. Oh, hang on. All that needs is stone. Now, I thought we had some stone. All that needs is gold and all that needs is stone. So if I can somehow get some stone out of the ground from somewhere. Maybe over here, look. Five. I hope this comes with archers. The lookout tower defends the surrounding area against hostile threats. It must be manned by guards who do extra damage when attacking from this high vantage point. Oh, we don't have any guards. Damn it. Why won't they bugger off? They've been here for months. Food stocks are low, but there's food everywhere, look. It's because they knocked this down, I guess. Oh, they knocked them both down, that's why. Right, we got someone attacking him now. Hurrah! Let's take that bad guys. Right, we have some defense now. He's actually running away. Cheeky gits. Things can get back to normality, I guess, from this point on. How do I repair? Right, we need to build more storage, I guess. Aha! Rebuild. What else did they destroy? There was a house. Rebuild. Something down here. Oh, this thing. Rebuild. Horrible little gits. It caused us a lot of stress. Oh, give me a break. There's a bear this time, look. The bear is destroying the house. Oh, man. Come on, team. This is harsh, this game. No gold storage. Right, okay, let's Prioritize that building and prioritize this building. Let's get wood production up to as much as we can. What's going on here? So we lost the hunter, we've lost a few people. Oh no, the root cell is still there. The storehouse is being rebuilt. Okay. Wow. We really need to get some gold coming in. So we've actually got a gold mine now. Food stocks are low. Hopefully they won't be too much longer. Where are you foraging, dude? Come and forage over here. It's closer. Okay. Is there any way to repair a building? Doesn't seem like it. So we're low on logs, we're low on everything really. So let's have a look, see. So we have 5 labourers. God damn it, predator sighted. But I think we're actually attacking him for a change. There you go, nice. Firing some arrows at the bear. Brilliant. That's working better. Impending heat wave coming. Again, no gold storage. Why not? Because we're waiting on iron. Can I store gold here? Come on. Crops lost to heat stress. Ah, brilliant. So we're growing cabbages, carrots, peas. Leeks. So should I swap that out for leeks? Ah, okay, I get it. So then this can be field maintenance. No? Season in progress. This crop planting is currently in progress. Okay. Unless the current plants are removed. Do you wish to remove them? No. I don't fully quite 100% fully understand how that works yet. We'll get there. We've got 2 months of food, half of which is going to rot. Fantastic. Absolutely smashing it out of the park. Well done, everybody. Still haven't got any flipping logs coming out of this place. And that's because we're not getting any trees chopped. So let's drop 2 guys off of that. Get a few more labourers in. And hopefully get some trees chopped. Yeah. We're wasting all this gold. Oh, they killed the bloody fisherman. The little gits. Food stocks are low, I know. So we've got 3 months of food, of which 2 are going to rot. Splendid. I'm wondering if I should possibly build a well over here-ish. There's loads of food there. Oh, okay, yeah, it's 3 months worth of food. That's what they're saying. Okay. I understand. I get it. I get it. We're actually getting some wood over here, finally. Yes, at last. The wicker basket thing on her back is definitely helping. There we go, wicker basket. Yeah, that took it down by 3. That's good. So I think that's working. It's the wrong building. So we got loads of bows and arrows. Crops ready for assignment. Okay. Click to add a crop. Let's go for some beans. Carrots. So let's work the field. Let's grow some buckwheat. Some carrots. Why can't I put carrots in there? Let's grow some wheat and work the field. Okay. I don't fully understand that yet. Still confusing me somewhat. Okay, almost there. Let's try and get a bit more wood produced. Okay, so this forage is foraging absolutely tons of stuff. Again though, we're only like 3 months ahead. Running low on logs. Let's stop splitting firewood for a bit. We have no labourers. Where have they all gone? These labourers. Where are they? Come back. We desperately need an influx of people right now. There must be tons of gold just sitting around somewhere. Deceased villager. Jolly good. Feel a bit stuck. I need the iron mine to build the gold store so I can get some gold in. When I got some gold in, I can pay people money to do other jobs. But any which way I look at it, I haven't got enough people. Let's take you off for a bit. Bring you down for a bit. Drop production on that a bit. We'll keep the farms because I feel like that could be important. Let's mine less gold whilst we're trying to sort this problem out. Of course, we've got the coal mine down here as well. Relocate the water. Well, that is. All this stone being dropped, even though stone needs to go here. All because those 5 guys. Oh my word. Those 5 blokes turned up and just smashed the whole place. We are building a lot of different things. Right, we only need, oh no, that's the clay pit. I need this one to be, oh no. Unprioritize. Take it down to 1. Take it down to 1. Yearly taxes collected, huh? 84 gold ingots were collected. I didn't see any of that gold. And we're out of food. And this, oh no, see this needs to be prioritized as well now. How can there be 2 of 0? That doesn't make any sense. So the clay mine's going to get open. I can't believe I did that. Cannot believe I did that. Everyone's miserable. Nobody has any food. Everyone's dying. Four labourers, that's all we've got. We've got a grocer, believe it or not. We'll just have one guard, just in case they turn up again. We can always put more guards on. That gives us more labourers. That should get us more trees. What a nightmare. Cleanliness, food and entertainment. Is that the pub? Or is that the pub? Alright, we'll prioritise the pub. Because that'll cheer everybody up. Almost there. Holy crumbs. Can we go a bit faster? Because this is going to be an uncomfortable period trying to get through this rebuild after the attack. Going on. 3 crops eaten by wildlife. Okay, well, 3 crops is not the end of the world when you're producing a couple of 100 crops. Is anybody chopping down trees? How do I clear that? Uh-oh. Here come the raiders. Let's see how they get on this time. Yep, nice, 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 nice. Oh, we killed 4 of them. And nearly this guy. I think he's running away. Well done, everybody. That was super awesome. So we now have 11 labourers. I don't know where they all came from, but I don't care. So this thing here... How do you unharvest? How do you say, no, 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 I've changed my mind? Village was raided. Raid at size 5. Raiders killed 3. Villagers killed 0. Check that out. Items pillaged. None. That's what I'm talking about. Right. Oh, look. We've got some grain. And we've got some gold ingots. That's a step in the right direction. We've almost got... Oh no, that's a gold mine. Oh, arse. Where the hell's the iron mine? Is that it? Nuggets. Oh, we got a new villager. I think we're back on an even keel, finally. That's the barracks build site. hang on. If that's the barracks, what's this? Well, that's a hunter cabin. Okay. We need 218 gold. Are you absolutely serious? Well, to be honest, the villagers we've got with a bow and arrow seem to be doing a good enough job at the moment. Food production has come up a bit. Happiness is on the up, sort of. $15 stone required. Right, let's get some stone harvested. Come on, peeps. Don't let me down. Not too much going on right now. We're losing crops. So that's pulling in 411 out of 594. Storage is empty. I don't understand the farming at all. Very confusing farming. Very confusing indeed. Took me a long time to figure out how to flatten out the land properly. We are getting there, I think. What's this thing? Oh, the candle shop. Oh, where's the soap shop? Oh yeah, let's get that prioritized as well. Just 15 pieces of wood and we're good to go. I don't get it, because we were knocking down so many trees and building so many of these things. It was all so easy for a while. Oh, we have no firewood again. So many harvest commands on that I think it's overloading things, but I don't know how to unharvest something. Back down to 4. 𝐒𝐤 is our builder. Okay. 10th year. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll be honest, we got further than I was expecting. If I could just get 5 flipping... Alright, so that's going to give us 15 labourers. That's got to fix this problem. Got to get some bloody trees in. Right, the logs are coming in now. Thick and fast. So I just had to be more brutal with what people were doing and just say, look, nobody's allowed to do anything until we've got logs. Villager cured. We're doing quite well with turning the villagers' health round. Right, so we're still very short on wood planks. So now we've got some wood coming in. Now is the time, I think, to boost that up. Start getting a large number of wood panels sent out. Now I suspect that as soon as they're built, they're being taken and used. Yeah, so I think as soon as they make something, it's being picked up and immediately taken and being used to build something like this, perhaps. Is this being prioritized? It needs to be. I know this is well broken, isn't it? Two of whatever's. That's broken. I don't know how long that's going to take to fix. It's a little bit annoying. God. We've actually got more food now. Which can only be a good thing. Temporary shelter. Nobody's staying in it. There's plenty of food there. Right. Let's try and make the most of these water edge resources. I don't think I've really utilized those very much. This may yeah, down to our last piece of wood. I don't know how long that's going to take to finalize. Where's the mine? We're finally getting some wood. Little bits of wood slowly trickling through. That just needs one piece of wood. That just needs 4 pieces of wood. We'll prioritize them. There you go, we've actually got some in storage. Still Still got some logs. We're kind of holding a balance right now. That's quite normal considering... Ahaha! Finally. Right, that's back up and running. That's good. That'll help all the houses, because at the moment they're absolutely filthy. Done. I finally have an iron mine. Housing, temporary shelter. It took a long time to come back from that attack. But seems like we're almost there now. What does this need? Clay. Do we still have the beehive? Yes. We make a lot of honey rather. I think maybe we should get some more of that. Building is on fire. Oh no! Hang on, what building is this? The bloody soap shop, of course. That's why no one wants to live near it, because it's bloody explosive. Resources. Well. I don't think we're going to get to this in time. So there's plenty of water about. You can see they're all bringing water and putting it out. Maybe having that thing right next to it is better though. Only 3 labourers. Alright, we're back to the same problem again. Iron mine is good. We need more people coming to join us. That's about it. Right, what do we got? Logs, balance, stone, balance, water good, gold ore good, no firewood, no wooden planks. Not good. They've got 27 in storage. Nobody's really complaining about not having stuff, but everyone is complaining about food. At the moment we have no food. But we do finally have a bit of gold. Is this built? No, of course not. We need iron first. I'm guessing I need something to make iron. Bloody predator. Yep, he's killed one of my guys. Right, there's nothing else for it. We're going to have to build another tower. Defences, tower. Because this is the second time he's done this. Last time we kind of caught him, but this time not so much. Villager died from wounds. Don't know what to tell you. We have a candlestick maker. Yearly taxes collected 84 gold again. Right, let's bring the sawyers down there. Work camp down to 1. Night soil. Republican, the pub's open. We'll keep that open. Firewood splitter down to 1. Fishermen stay on 2. Foragers stay on 1. And the guards down to 1. Chandler down to 1. And soap maker down to 1. Does that give us a bit of a workforce? 8. Okay, I think we can work with 8. Still no iron ore. They do have some iron ore. Tricky one. Really tricky. Prioritize food. Mature trees only. Okay. Villager's got a fractured bone. Good lord, it's all going wrong, isn't it? It's all going wrong. Impending heat wave. Well, that should cheer people up at least. 4 labourers. The problem is, we're not going to... It's like a catch-22 situation. We're not going to accumulate more food and maintain all the other jobs we've got to do unless more people come. But unless we get more food, no more people will come. Crops lost to heat stress. Thank you. That's really helpful. No gold again. Another building is on fire. Ah, 2 buildings are on fire. Brilliant. I feel like my hands are tied, quite literally. Oh, now we've got 14 miners. Well, that might explain why Well, we've got no workforce again. So let's prioritise food collection. Where's the fisherman? It says I've only got 2 of 2. I'm pretty sure I've got more than 2 fisherman huts. He's fishing. There we go. Fishing. 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 Right, so that's going to drive up. There we go. Six months of food again. And we still have 5 labourers. I mean, only 5 labourers, but the food problem has been resolved, and that should theoretically bring in more people. And we need iron to progress on to the next thing. So it's very slowly gathering some clay. Very slowly gathering some coal. I don't know how to make iron. See if we can figure it out. Resources. An armory. Charcoal kiln. Produces charcoal, I guess. Soap shop produces soap. Candle shop produces candles. Weaver building produces clothes. Potter building produces pots. That produces honey. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Because at the moment, the honey things don't cost any people to make it happen. You just have to go and collect it once it's ready. That's more food coming in, and honey never goes out of date, so lots of positives there. Right, okay, I think we're slowly clawing our way back into the game, but for a first look, yeah, there's a lot to like here. It's definitely Moorish. It's sort of a slow burn. Oh look, I just found loads of new stuff. New villager born. We haven't had that for a long time. Gold mine, work camp. Yeah, I don't know how to make iron at all. Still. Oh, Cooper, yeah. Granary. The wagon shop we've got. Root cellar, storehouse. Stockyard. A rat catcher. A pub. A school. Trading post. And a healer's house. I'm just going to chuck a healer's house in. Because we've lost a lot of people just on that premise alone. Hopefully by the end of the winter and into next year we'll have a much more people living here and a better chance of surviving. It's quite hard though, unless there's a tutorial that I completely missed. I do feel like the tutorial needs a bit of work, but that's neither here nor there. We made our way through and some progress has been made, which is good. At least. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.